All right, it's time now for the game preview presented by Ticketmaster, here with head coach Kevin Stefanski. Kevin, back in the win column, how are you and the guys feeling after last week?
Feeling great. Good to be back in front of our fans finally. Feel the energy from them throughout that afternoon. Obviously, the way we played, getting those 4 takeaways was huge. So feel like that's something that we can build on, and that's why it's important this week to get back to work.
Just when you got back home for a game, you hit the road again, heading to Foxborough to take on Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots. You have a familiar face there in Mike Vrabel. So this season, what have they shown you with him in his first year head coaching them?
Yeah, Coach Vrabel is doing a great job with that group, and really across the board. I think their offense is playing a really strong brand of football, with the quarterback playing at a high level with multiple playmakers. Defensively, they have the hallmarks of what their defenses have looked like in the past. They can play multiple fronts, multiple coverages. They're taking the ball away at a high clip, and then they're very sound on special teams with some guys on their roster that are very, very good at teams. So it's a balanced attack really on all 3 fronts.
We'll start with their offense, and Drake May, 3 straight games with an 80% completion rate. Last week ran for 62 yards. Is he truly a dual threat quarterback at this point, and how do you prepare for a guy like him?
He really is, and I think it's just his speed shows up. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks that there are in the game right now. So when it's not there, he can tuck it and he can really go. Now, he has the arm to make every throw. He has the decision making to make all the accurate, smart decisions. But you also have to defend that layer where if it's not there, he'll tuck it and he'll go.
When you talk about his arm, the guys that he's passing to, they added Stephon Diggs. They've got 2 veteran tight ends in Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. What does that group give their offense?
It's an impressive group of pass catchers, like you mentioned, with Stephon Diggs on the outside, who's really the number 1 guy that they can go to really in any moment. They have Butte on the outside, who's a very talented player playing outside the numbers. Matt Collins is a guy that's played really well. And then you mentioned the tight ends. They use these guys in a bunch of different ways, and they're all very dependable for the quarterback.
They're obviously looking to diversify their offense. They've maybe struggled a little bit in getting that run game going, but a guy like Ramondre Stevenson, what does he give their offense if he can get going?
Yeah, very, very powerful. Big back that can make the hard yards. It's a very physical run outfit. They can run right at you. They certainly can get the ball on the perimeter by design, but this is a very big back that it's important that all 11 have to tackle.
Now, their offensive line features 2 rookies. Obviously, they're playing pretty well, but does that give you guys any kind of opportunity, knowing that they haven't gone against your defense? They haven't maybe experienced a guy, we'll say, like Myles Garrett?
They've done a nice job playing as a unit with that group. Obviously, there's some young guys out there, but also have some experience, and they have size. So they're playing really well, all 5 of them.
All right, on the opposite side, their defense, your offense. Quinshon Judkins rushing for 84 yards, a big game for him. You guys are obviously going to want to get that run game going, but they haven't allowed a back to rush for more than 50 yards in a game. What kind of a challenge does that present as you're trying to get that run game going?
It's a huge challenge, and it's something that they take great pride in stopping the run. They don't give up explosive runs. They've done a nice job tackling, so it's really important that our entire outfit, it's not just the offensive line, but our tight ends, our wide receivers, quarterback, getting us in and out of the correct plays in that run game. It'll be very important this week.
They've taken the ball away 5 times in the air, 4 fumble recoveries. We talk about ball security all the time when we saw the turnover battle go in your favor last week. How much of an emphasis is it this week, knowing that they're able to do that?
It's an emphasis every week, but obviously you're going up against a team that has been very good taking the ball away. So it's really important that defensively we do our job, and as you saw last week, you do your job, and when the ball comes to you, you'll have opportunities. Then offensively, we understand how this team on defense has been built. They're ball searchers, they're in their zones, they're very visual, so they got their eyes on the quarterback. So it's very important that everybody's precise in everything we're doing to protect that rock.
Last week showed us special teams play, being able to change a game. Grant Delpit winning AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. This matchup, special teams versus special teams, what are you seeing from Browns versus Patriots?
Yeah, they have some really very good players on their group. I'd point out Schooler, number 41, is playing at an extremely high level for them. They have a punt returner that is absolutely electric, fast, had a touchdown versus Carolina. So they're very sound in everything they're doing, so it's really important that we're about our business. I think the big thing when you go into these different weeks is the challenge week to week is so different, and this is a very different challenge than last week. We have to be on point to try to slow them down.
We talk so much about momentum in this game, an opportunity to stack a win heading into the bye week. How important would that be to go into the break with 2 consecutive wins?
Without a doubt. We have the mindset that we got to make sure that we're good during the week in our preparation. Then when you get out there, we're going against a really good team at their place, and we're excited about that challenge.
All right, well, good luck on Sunday. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks, Kevin.